For more than 3 decades, Capricorn has played a significant role in the country's computer-aided design adoption, and today we are concentrating on information modeling to address the start to finish design and construction difficulties faced by the building and infrastructure industries. We deliver the finest solution methods and procedures to enhance our productivity and reduce your project risk. Our team has more than 250 plus designers based in all major cities, have constantly provided outstanding value, adoption support, and services to optimize the true potential of more than 20,000 customers, wholeheartedly ranging from national importance projects to complex buildings. So Capricorn Technologies is now a Win0 company. On April 6, 2022, we became a global company with our footprint and impact globally. The foundation of Win0, the largest Autodesk Platinum partners, was the merger of historic brands, US CAD from US, CADline from UK, and Capricorn from India, and A2K from Australia. Win0 is dedicated to educating its users about how the technology they employ now can assist them in the moving toward net zero in the future and creating a better sustainable society and greener future. Win0 is known for its inclusive culture of putting people first and passionately resolving customer difficulties. So this was a brief and short description about us as in Capricorn Technologies. So moving on to our main part of this workshop, that is STAAD.Pro. So STAAD Select Series initially was launched in 2009. So basically, I'll be starting with the basic because there might be other participants who are freshers and some might be experienced. So I'll be starting from the scratch. So STAAD was like Select Series initially was launched in 2009. Since then, STAAD has undergone numerous updates, and every year a new Select Series edition with more advanced capabilities and customization was introduced. STAAD.Pro has helped structural engineers to automate the task by removing the tedious and long procedures of manual methods. I hope that everyone will agree to these points because all the long procedures of manual methods have been removed due to with the help of the structured STAAD.Pro software. It ensures on-time and budget-friendly completion of structures and designs related to steel, concrete, timber, or aluminium, irrelevant to the difficulties and with their respective country codes. So, STAAD.Pro is basically structural analysis and design program. Since STAAD.Pro has been introduced, it has made the work process quite easy and economical. Sturdy structures are constructed. It has helped structural engineers to automate the task by removing the tedious and long procedures of manual methods, like I just explained earlier. Not only this, it consists of 90 plus international codes, including Indian codes, which makes this software outstanding. In a single software, we are able to build or create geometry, do the loading stuff, and analysis can be done using the relevant control. It gives us appropriate results in terms of steel reinforcement, forces, reactions, stresses, and many more. So STAAD.Pro Connect Edition was STAAD.Pro was originally developed by Research Engineers International in 1997, and with the change in technology and market demand, there was a need of updating the older framework of STAAD to make it more powerful, advanced, and compatible with market standards. In late 2005, Bentley bought it from Research Engineers, and Bentley released a new version named Connect Edition in 2019. Since then, all the updates and enhancements are implemented in Connect Edition only. Though Connect Edition is different from the older V8i version, but still it is backward compatible. This means that you can use your same V8i file in Connect Edition as well. There might be some errors, but how to solve them, I'll guide them with you in the further workshops. So what's new in STAAD.Pro Connect Edition? So first thing is new ribbon-based graphical user interface. So in Connect Edition, new graphical user interface has been introduced. In the older version, a tool-based interface was available, right? Like all the tools were visible to our eyes, like we don't have to go to the geometry tab and find where are the tools. But in Connect Edition, all the tools are organized in much more precise way as they should be. Now all the tools are grouped together under a specific ribbon. And how to find them, where are they located, I'll guide you through that. Second is enhanced modeling. So in this, a new and more powerful modeling method has been introduced, that is physical modeler. It consists of several advanced features. In the older version, only analytical modeling was available. In Connect Edition, physical modeler and building planner has been introduced. Analysis of structures is performed in an analytical modeler only. Like, what does it mean? I will explain it to you. Thirdly is the fast solver. Like one of the major enhancements of the Connect Edition is the inclusion of a 64-bit solver, which can use the full capacity of the processor. So because of this enhancement, your analysis time will be reduced. The analysis in which like now much faster is now much faster compared to an older version. Like we have to compare the analysis time to several medium to large scales models between V8i to Connect Edition, and we have observed Connect Edition is 2 to 2.5 times faster than the older version. I'm not just saying this, like I have also used the same models, like V8i model and Connect Edition model, same model, and I have seen by myself that there is a huge difference, and I have also use that video in the session. I will show it to you, and then I'll just prove this point that it is actually a faster solver, and it is just not for saying. And lastly is the code updates. So like several design codes have been implemented, including the latest versions of ASAI, AISC India, Russian codes. Not only this, design codes are provided with STAAD.Pro license now. Like you don't have to purchase separate license, or like all the design, all the codes are available in this single license. Like you have access to the Indian codes, you have access to the European codes, you have access to all the codes. Basically, all the international codes are available in the single license. And what all design codes have been updated is like your wind analysis code has been added. Now it supports the wind analysis code as well. That is 875 part 3. Your seismic analysis code is updated, and like these might be the small things that you might be like thinking, but no, it has like a major role in building a structure more economical and in a correct way. And there is a huge change in a steel reinforcement and forces reactions as well. So we will see this. So let's start with the session. So this is like your old screen, like STAAD.Pro V8i old screen. This is how it looks like, right? Your main GUI window, like all the tools are available in the front, like all the cursors were available, like your rendered views available, display structures, transitional repeat. Basically, all the tools were available to our eyes. Like we never found it like need to go and select and go to the select tab and select something, go to the geometry tab or select something. But now STAAD.Pro V8i window has been completely changed. Now it's Connect Edition window, and some of you might think that all the tools, I don't know where they are, how to find them, where are the tools. The V8i version was much better than this version. I don't know how to find them, but I believe that this version is much more enhanced and much more in a systematic way that it should be, like how the design should be done, like geometry, properties, materials, like all this these tabs are in a system like it should be without any errors. Like I don't know, but um, many of times when I have designed in V8i, I have faced like some errors like this command should be in before this command. So like these kinds of error basically. So in this Connect edition, those errors will be reduced. This is the first thing that will be reduced because everything is in a systematic way, like geometry, then properties, then materials. So it's in a systematic way. And all the tools are available in a single, in their respective tabs. And it has been divided into sections like uh, a structure is constructed or is consist of beams, columns, nodes. In terms of software, it's nodes, beams, then blades. So if my screen is like if you can see in this, like for geometry tab, structure tab is alag. Structure tab is there's a different section for structure tab. There is a different section for node tab. There's a different section for beam tab. So everything is arranged under a single tab in different sections. So like without wasting much time now, I'll just directly switch to my software. So just allow me a moment. I'll share my screen. So I have just double clicked on my STAAD.Pro software, and this is the first window that will appear on your screen. This is a license information dialog box, and as of now, it represents that I'm only using STAAD.Pro as a license. And if you want to change your license configuration, you can simply just click on this configuration license, and box will appear, and it will show you different licenses. Like if you have STAAD.Pro advanced license as well, you can simply click on this and click on accept, and see now uh, two licenses are showing. So this is how you can change your license. But for today's session, I'll be using STAAD.Pro. I'll just click on accept and continue. Might take a moment. Okay, so this is the main screen of the STAAD.Pro Connect Edition window, like the starting screen. So in this window, you will see there is an analytical option, physical, project wise, archive, and all. So in the analytical option, all your recent projects will be shown. Like if you want to use the project that you were recently working on, you can simply click on that. These are the physical. If you have made any physical projects, then all of them will be shown over here. So for like I would just like to draw your attention towards this screen. These is the primary licenses. Like as of now, there is only green dot in front of the STAAD.Pro. This means I'm only using this license. So like I told you, you can change the license options from over here also. This is the configuration settings. And from sorry, for to change the license options, you can click on this licenses, and you can select the license that you want to use, like if you have that subscription of that license. So now I will just move on to this configuration option. This is like very important uh, configuration settings before starting your project. Like when you install new version in your computers, this is the one time setting that you must do in order to achieve the correct results. Because in the setting there is this main setting is this base unit. If you haven't selected this base unit as metric, no matter if your in the projects you have changed the scales or the units as meter kilonewton, it will show your results, or it will show your properties in inches, because you haven't done the changes in the base unit. Because I have been using this software since long. I have already done all the settings, but to guide you, if you want to change this, if you're creating a new structure, or you are using completely new, you have just installed this STAAD.Pro Connect Edition, then you must do this changes. Click on this configuration options, change the base unit. If you want to use the unit as English, you can keep it as English. And if you are working in metric units, then please select this metric units. I'll be using global axis as Y, and rest I'll not change anything. And if you want to like change the default design codes, then you can do it from here. Like click on the design codes and you can do it from here. So this was all about this configuration settings. Now the question comes is how we will create the new project, like how to create the new project. Like there in V8i, it used to be like a pop-up window and new and create. So similarly, you can see over here, there is an option new. Click on this new option, a new like window will appear. And here what you have to do is you just have to write the file name. Suppose I'll say file name, I'll write the file name as workshop, and choose your desired location. I'll be using the same location. And these are the three types, like I told you: analytical, physical, and building. So for today, I'll be using the analytical type. Just select this analytical type, units as metric. Please don't get confused with these units in the configuration options, because in configuration options, these are the that are the main units that you have to set. Because you haven't set those units as metric, no matter if these units are English or metric, it will use the units as English if the English units have been selected in the configuration options. Now this after doing this, you can simply click on create. There is one more option over here, that is seed file. I'll be explaining this option later on, but as of now, to create the new project, just simply click on new, write the file name, location, type as analytical, units metric, and simply click on this option now, create. So this is the main window of the STAAD.Pro Connect Edition. It's completely new user interface. Nothing is visible to the eyes. If I just click on this file option, everything will disappear. So to make it easy, so let's go one by one and see what what tools or which tab contains which tools. You may write all the things like just for your better working experience. So like this is the main user interface. This is the quick access toolbar. This is the tool search bar, and these are the data area. Like if you will go to geometry, it will represent the geometric data area. Click on properties, box will be open. So likewise, these are the data area. This is the workflow panel, and this is the um, workflow panels, and this is a workflow page. Like in this, please don't get confused with the upper ribbon tab with these tab, because like in geometry, it's a workflow, like how you will create your structure. Like for creating any structure, first you will need to create a geometry. So this is a geometry tab, and in above tab, things related to geometry, or the things that will be needed to create a structure are provided in the geometry tab. Like for an example, if you want to create a node, what you will do is you will click on this geometry tab. So this is the coordinates, joint coordinates option is available. Like if you want to change the options, like if you want to use the this snap not beam method, and then you can go to geometry. In structure, go on grids and click the beam grid. It will open the snap not beam method. And if you want to use the um, templates like which are already predefined in the STAAD.Pro, then you can click on geometry. In structure, you'll find the structure wizard, and here all the predefined models are available. Like for frame models, if you want to create the frame models, if you want to create the truss models, you can use this. And I'll be using this geometry method, and I'll simply create one node. So node is created. So what I was explaining is, in geometry, if you want to create the structure, like if you want to create the geometry for uh, tools related to structure, like for structure wizard, for snap not beam method, or for circular repeat, for mirror, where you will find in structure section. So in geometry, in structure section, you will find the tools that will be needed for creating the geometry. Now, here in structure, you will find like transitional repeat option. So some of the tools icons have also been uh, changed from the previous V8i version, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't have all the tools that were present in V8i. Everything is present here. You just need to explore something and you will find it. So in geometry, in structure, you will find all the structure related tools, like the repeated ones more. Beam grid, like snap not beam method, for structure wizard, transitional repeat, circular repeat, for mirror, to change your input units. If you want to change this input units, you can go to geometry, structure, and this is the input unit icon. You can change the input unit. I'll be using meter and kilonewton. Second section is for nodes. So as the name suggests, node. So everything related to nodes will be available over here for creating the geometry. So like if you want to move the node, so move nodes, renumbering of nodes, if you want to do the renumbering of nodes. So everything, then another section is of beam. Likewise, it's of plate and solids. In beam, you will find everything related to beam. Like if you want to create a beam, you can simply click on this add beam. And if you want to create a beam at perpendicular or at midpoint, just click on this drop down option over here and choose the option that you want to use. If you want to insert a node, if you want to stretch a beam, this is for intersecting beams. So you can use this. And this is for like, if you want to connect the nodes in parallel to x-axis, like, okay, like if I may show you, I'll just draw one more node, like as of now, I'll be using this only. So suppose 5 meter 0 0. Okay. So these are my nodes, and I want to select these nodes. So in V8i, nodes were available over here. Like if you want to select the node cursor, we simply used to click on that node cursor. So if you may agree, like if we want to select the node, we have to go to the select option. So in Connect Edition, tool cursors have been replaced with a select tab. Like in select tab, you will find every cursor, like node cursor, beam cursor, plate cursor, if you want to select the plate cursor, and like I'll select this node cursor. I'll simply select all these nodes. I'll go to geometry. If you want to like add a beam, or you can simply click on this add beam option also over here. But if I want to connect this beam, because our models are like maybe 10 stories, maybe 15 stories, or maybe more than that, it could be a warehouse. So it's like a little bit difficult to create a beam one by one. So if you want to like connect the beam together in x-axis. So in previous version also, we used to go to geometry and we used to click on beam parallel to connect beam along x-axis. So simply in this Connect Edition also, you have to click on this geometry. In the beam section, you don't have to search much. If you want to create a beam, just go to beam section in geometry. This infinity icon or infinity sign, click on this drop down option. click on x-axis, and one member is created in the x direction. So this is how you can find everything. Like in beam section, you will have connect to x-axis, y, or z. If in any way you want to create a beam, if you want to merge selected members, just simply drag your mouse and just keep on this icon, and it will show a detail of that icon. Like it's a renumbering beams if you want to do. It's if you want to break this beam, or suppose I want to split this beam into two parts. So what I will do, I'll just simply select this beam and I'll click on I want to add a node. So I'll just simply select this beam, and this is the insert node option. Click on this. Suppose I want to merge it in two equal halves. I'll click on OK. So this is how. So what you don't have to like find. It's like beam. So go to geometry in beam. Suppose now I want to merge this beam. I'll simply click on merge. Okay. So in beam section, you will find every tool related to beam. If there are plates, then you can find everything in plates. So in geometry section, you will find everything that is related to geometry, whether it's creating a beam, whether it's creating a node, merging beams, or renumbering beams, or creating beams parallel to X, Z, or anything. So just go to geometry and you will find all this stuff. Now moving on to our next tab, that is view tab. So please, if you have any questions regarding this, you can simply write your questions in chat box. So now moving on to view tab. So like if you want to view from the left side or the top side of the stories, or you want to rotate your structure, or you want to reset your structural units, how you will do that? Because there is no view tab, or your view icons are available over here. So simply by the word is representing, like view, like left view, right view, or select objected. Like if I only want to see this, like this beam. So what I'll do is view selected objects. There was an option how to view that. Simply in the view tab, you will find all these settings related to view. Like if you want to see the scales, so what you have to do, go to view. These are the label settings option available over here. Click on this. Everything is available for structures related, loads and results. If you want to change the scales of the forces, moments, or anything like that, labels. So basically what you have to do is you have to simply click on view tab. In label settings, you will find everything that is labels in the label section. Now everything related to tools you will find in the tools section, like left view, right view, front view, top view. Everything will be available in the view option. And this is the display whole structure option. Like it will automatically display the whole structure. Like if you have selected this beam and you only want to, there is only actually one beam over here. So just for an example, if it would have been a bigger structure, then you have to select this. And now how you will view this, only this selected member. So you have to go to this view tab, click on this selected view objects. So in views, you will find the selected objects. You can manage your views if you want to save this view. Now if there is any saved view, you can open this view. These are the rotation options, like if you want to rotate it, and these are the view tabs. Now what are these options? Like as a section says, options. In display options, you will find these things. Like if you want to change anything in the main thing, I would like to highlight is on structural units. Like if you want to change the structural units, like okay, so when your new connect edition is installed on your software, then you might have to, no, not might, you have to change your units in order to get the appropriate results. Like you have to go in structural units, and you have to set your units. But the question is how to find them. We don't know how to find them. So go to view, in display options, view, In option sections, click on display options, you'll find this box. So in structural units, you can set the structural units. In section units, you can set all these settings by just clicking on view, options may display options, and change all the settings. Now moving on to structural tooltip options, like if you want to use this, these are the set structure colors. Like if you want to change the colors, like if you want to see the forces not in green, you want to change. So this is the option over here. And this is the 3D rendering option. Like if you want to see the 3D view, like you have drawn a structure and you want to see it, just go on view because you want to view it, right? So go on view and just select the 3D option. There is no 3D view because no properties assigned to this. So now moving on to the next tab, that is the select tab. So in select tab, like I told you before, this is the replacement of the cursor tab. So in this, you will find all your cursors like node cursor, beam cursor, plate cursors, everything will be found in the select tab. Also, you will find like there are some errors like density missing, elasticity missing. So what you can do is you can go to select, and here you will find this missing property option. You can click on this option, missing elasticity, like this has no property, no nothing. So missing elasticity. If you want to check the missing density, you can click on this. So in select option, other than cursors, you will have these attributes. In property names, you will, if you want to see the member or anything with the property name, so you can just simply click on property. If there any groups are available, as of now in this structure there is no group, so just click on this group option. And now moving on to all these sections, in geometry sections you will find the things related to geometry, like all the things that you want to select. Like if you want to assign property only to the columns. So columns are in our y direction, in vertical direction, right? So and you want to select all the columns in one go. So how you will do that? Simply click on the select option in geometry, or you can simply in the beam section you will select parallel. This is the parallel option. If you want to select an x, y, or z, so you can simply go to select in beams in this parallel, click on this, and you can select from this. And if you want to like if you have selected this y, then you can simply inverse this and it will inverse your selection. So everything is available in much precise and in a better way in Connect Edition. If you want to select the nodes section is here. So it depends what you want to do. If you want to select something, go to select tab. If you want to view something, go to view tab. If you want to create something, go to geometry tab. So now moving on to specification tab. So this is the specification tab, and I would just like to show you one thing also. Like in geometry tab, it will open the geometry data area. This is different and this is different. In this geometry ribbon tab, you will find everything related to geometry, all the tools that is related to geometry. And when you will click on properties, it will open the properties tab, properties windows. Like if you want to define the property, so you will it will automatically open the property window. And in above tab there is no properties option available, so you can define the properties from here. In materials, you can define the materials from here. Like if you, these are the predefined materials in STAAD. If you want to create your material, you can simply click on create and you can create the material. In specifications, here specification tab is like if you want to release a member, or if you want to assign a property called cable, or if there is any trusses members, then you can click on the specifications, and this is the dialog box open, and click on whatever you want to do. And in above selection specification tab, here you will find the like if you want to create your own sections, own steel sections, you can use this section wizard or section database. If you want to use the tapered sections, or if you want to use the user table, so you can use all these sections from here. So this specifications and this specification is different. This is the workflow. Like first you will create the geometry, then properties, then materials, then specifications, and above ribbon tabs are the tools that are inside it, like what it, the tools that will be needed to create a geometry or to assign the specifications. Now comes the supports, and if you want to define the supports, you can either use it from here. In specification, support section is also available, or simply click on support. You will find this and click on create. You can create the supports. Now the loading tab. In loading tab, see loading and loading. When you click on specification, it will directly switch to this specification tab as well. All the things that will be needed to define the specifications tabs will be open. As soon as I click on loading, above selection tab is automatically shifted to loading. Either you can define the loads from here, or I would say define the loads from here. In definitions, you will find. I'll be explaining this in later. So moving on, this is analysis and design tab. In this, what like in previous version, there was like analysis, and you just click on run analysis, right? Similarly, this is also same. Here you will find analysis data section. In this, you will find the analysis commands like print analysis or perform analysis. If you want to do the P delta analysis, if you want to do the non-linear analysis. So how to add this command? Go to analysis and design. In analysis commands, you will find all the analysis that can be done in Connect Edition over here. Like it can perform different type of analysis, perform buckling analysis, direct analysis can be done, P delta analysis can be done, non-linear analysis can be done, cable analysis can be done. Just you have to have the proper subscription of the license. Like non-linear analysis can be done if you have the STAAD.Pro select license. So different licenses have different analysis allowance. So in this, you will have the pre-analysis commands, like I just shown you. Define commands, you will find all these pre-analysis command. Like here, you can see support information, material properties. Like if you want to just want to add anything before the analysis, these are the post-analysis command option. In this box will be open, and define commands if you want to like buckling shapes, story drift, mode check if you want to add. So, and this is the run analysis. Just simply, if you just want to run the structure, go to analysis and design, click on this run analysis. And if you want to like add the codes, how to define the codes, if you want to design the structure, analysis and design. If you want to, if you're working on a steel structure, select steel. It will automatically shows the code related to steels. And if you want to use the concrete, select concrete. Like if you have noticed, as soon as I clicked on concrete, it has changed the code from IS 800 to IS 456, and simply click on define parameters, and rest of the procedure is same. And if you want to use the steel codes, click on steel, define parameters, and everything related to steel parameters will be available in steel code. So just select the codes. So just select the concrete or steel that you're working on, and related to that, everything will be available over here. So this was like all the tabs. I've tried to cover all the tabs and shown you how to find each and every tool. Now moving on to the last tab, that is utilities tab. This is also very important tab. Like in utilities tab, you will find options like orphan nodes, duplicate nodes, how to delete the duplicate beams. So how to find them in utilities tab. There is a section called geometry tools, everything related to geometry. Again, members, nodes, beams, plates. So these are all geometry. So in structure tools, you will find multiple structure option, merge properties, cut section. If you want to cut any section from anywhere, just go to structure tools. If you want to check the duplicate nodes, orphan nodes, remove nodes, and node to node distance, very important. So go to utilities. Sorry. In utilities, you will find the geometry tools. Click on node tools, and you will find this node to node distance, remove orphan nodes, duplicate nodes, Now, if you want to check, is there any duplicate beam in your structure, then go to beam tools, duplicate beams, zero length beams, overlapping collinear beams. So everything is available in this geometry tools section. So if your structure contains is consists of plates, so go to plate tools, and similarly every option related to plates will be available over here. Like, okay, so now how to create a group? Like, if you want to create a group, I don't know, I hope so that you all are aware of groups also. Like, you can create a group and assign the properties as well. So if you want to create the group, either you can simply press from a keyboard Control G, and group will be and defined group name will be available to you. Or either you can click on this groups option over here, and suppose I want to create a group F1, and select the node type as I'll select type as geometry. No, I'll select the type as floor, and I'll click on OK. So this is how you can create the group, and how you will find it in Utilities tab. There's a group icon available over here, and like how you will see your most important thing, like editor file, which is now renamed as command file. Just click on this. I'll save it, and this is the STAAD editor file, much better and much improved way. In a much improved way, in utilities you will find it command file. And how you will see your results, uh, just click on this analysis output file. Your analysis output file will be opened. In utilities you will find all these things, like I told you, like nodes, orphan nodes, duplicate nodes, to how to create a group, how to see command file, or so yeah, this was all about all the tabs. And now moving on to this workflow panel. This is the analytical modeling option. In physical modeling, like I'll just cover it, but in this session, in a short period of time, it is impossible to cover all the aspects of physical modeling. So I'll be just I'll just cover the introduction part of the physical modeling, and this is the post processing option. Like, just give me a moment. I'll just share my screen in which I have prepared a structure with all the design codes and loadings as well. So just give me a moment. So I hope my screen is visible. So yeah, before moving on, I'll just show you. In this structure, I have already applied like all the properties have been assigned to it, materials have been assigned to it, all the supports, like fixed supports have been assigned to the foundation. Loadings have been assigned, like I have already defined the seismic definition as well, and all the loads and loading combinations have been assigned. I'll be covering this loading part in my next workshop series, but I hope to see you all, and I'll be explaining all the things in detail in that. So like if I want to analyze, if I just analyze my structure, I'll go to analyze, I'll simply click on run analysis. Okay. So now moving on to this part, workflow panel, I'll just simply click on post processing and say I just want to use these combinations. Okay. So now let's see how we will see all the results in this, how we will see the force reactions, how we will see the deflections. So in this, like if you see, these tabs have been changed now. Like as soon as I run the analysis and go to the post processing mode, now you will see the results tab has been added. In results tab, you will see all the things that is available. If you want to see the deflections, if you want to see the displacements. So what is this layout? Let's see one by one. Click on this layout drop down option, and here you will find different sections again for node results, like everything related to nodes. Like if you want to see the reactions, like force reactions, click on this and forces reactions will be available, and as well as forces reaction table will be available too. Now let's see, if we want to see the beam forces, I'll say in beam results, just click on beam forces. Like you can see bending moments is available, and beam forces table is available as well. So like this, you can check all the results by just simply do the post processing part. When you will come on this screen, you will find everything related to uh, like reactions, forces, stresses. So you can just simply click on layout and see the see the things that you want to use, or simply click on this reaction table. Or if you want to see the beam results, either you can do it from here or either you can do it from here, this layout option, in whichever way you are convenient. And moreover, in this report section, you will find the reports. Like if you want to see the nodes displacement to the specific node displacements, I'll go to select and select this node. I want to see this node displacement. Just simply click on this results again in report, node displacement, and select the loading. For the loading that you want to check the node displacement. So this is the 49th node. And if you want to check the node numbers, just simply click on shift. So I have to close this window first, but you can click shift N and it will display the node number. Or if you just drag your mouse over here, this is 49th number node, and all the things related to this displacement is available for this all the node combinations that I have selected. So likewise, you can just simply use this report option. Everything is available over here. So this was all the post processing. After post processing thing, so I'll just click on this analytical modeling again. If you want to go back to your modeling part, and if you want to change anything in your geometry, whether size or of the column or members, just click on analytical modeling, and you will come back to the modeling mode. And here you will see one more thing, advanced concrete design, which was not available previously in the V8i version. Like you have to buy separate license for that. But in Connect Edition, it is available in the single license. Like it is compatible with RCDC. Advanced concrete design is nothing but RCDC. So you can, after running your structure, you can simply click on advanced concrete design and window will appear. I have like this is my last series in which I'll be covering advanced concrete design, that is workshop 4. So I'll not explain much about this, just for an overview. Advanced concrete design is also available in Connect Edition license, and also foundation design is also available in this license. No separate license you have to buy to use this workflow. So I hope that in user interface, you are like much clear how to find everything, like whether it's a view tab or selected objects or the node cursor. Like one more thing I can also show you is that you can change your this window into the older version as well. Like here you will find the quick access toolbar drop down option. Just click on this option. Here you will find the more commands option. Like if you want to say you want to add the beam cursor also, and like you don't have to again and again go to select and then node cursor, then beam cursor. Like if you want to add the important tools in in front of your eyes, what you can do is, suppose I want to add the beam cursor, but if you are not aware like how to find the beam cursor, you can either select this as all commands, but I know where to find the node cursor or the beam cursor. I'll just simply select here, select tab, and here I will simply, what I'll do is this is the beam cursor. Select this beam cursor. I'll shift it on the right hand side. And what else we need? Okay, let's from the view tab, let's just select this display whole option, toolbar. Wait, where it is? First, I'll select the 3D rendering. Then I'll use this display whole structure. I'll shift it on the right hand side. I'll simply click on OK and see all my tools are available now over here. So you can also use this quick access toolbar. Just click on more commands and add the commands that you want to should be available to your eyes. Just select the command, shift it on the right hand side, click on OK, and all your tools will be available over here. Now I can just simply click on this beam cursor and I can use that. And if I want to select the node, I can simply click on this node cursor. So now moving on to our next topic, that is enhancement in modeling. Physical modeler. Just allow me to share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. So in physical modeling, so STAAD.Pro Connect Edition includes a new physical modeling workflow. Through the physical modeler, you can model structural elements as they will be physically constructed. Like in analytical model, like I've shown you, it's basically a representation of lines or nodes. So you cannot like see the slabs like it is representing in this picture. So like it is basically allowing you to model elements such as girders or multi-story columns and slabs walls quickly and accurately, and as they will be physically constructed. So, what is the difference between physical modeling and analytical modeling is that structural in physical modeling, uh, so physical modeling is nothing but a concept to simplify modeling, and analytical modeling is a concept to model a structure. It is basically a easiest representation of a physical model. The structural analytical model is not a separate model. It is a more simplified representation of the physical model. And when the time comes for an analysis, an analytical model is generated from the physical model. Like you don't have to create an analytical model separately. You just have to click on a decomposition option that is available in the physical model, and it will take you to the analytical model. Like at the time of the analysis or loading, you have to uh, decompose your physical model to analytical model, and in that you can assign loads and then the design thing. But in because physical model is a bit complicated in terms of analysis and design. Uh, so just for the simplest form, you just have to click on decomposition option and you will enter the analytical modeling. Like if I may just show you, just give me a moment. I hope my screen is visible. So, like for the physical model, like if you want to create the physical model, these are the recently used physical models that I have created. And if you want to create the physical model, just follow the same step. Instead of analytical, just select the physical model. So I'll be using my old project. Just allow. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Like I'll suppose I'll select this structure one. It will take a moment. Okay, so this is the physical model user interface. I will not go deep into this because it is like impossible to cover every aspect in a single workshop. So I'll be doing a separate video on this. But just to show you, this is a physical model, and in this the tabs are different. In this, you can create the geometry as well. You can also assign the loadings. Uh, so everything is available in physical model as well. If you want to create the grids, you can simply click on the grids. And if you want to assign loadings, if you want to create the surface, like in analytical model, if you want to create the surface, you have to select by using, you have to add by using a plates option. Here, surface option is given. You can simply click on surface and you can create the surface. So likewise, different tabs have different tools for the geometry that you want to create. And like I told you, in physical model, at the times of analysis and design, you have to simply use the decomposition option to enter the analytical mode. Like you don't have to create a different structure again. So here you will find this analytical modeling option. Just click on this and see it has come into an analytical model view. So there's just one thing you have to remember. Physical modeling can be decomposed into into analytical modeling, but analytical model cannot be turned into physical model. Only physical model can be turned into analytical modeling. So moving on to our next topic, that is I'll be showing how it is a faster solver. So for that I have wait, I'll just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. So okay, so this is the structure that I have created. This is the same structure that I'll be using in the Connect edition as well. So this is like that I told you that Connect edition is a faster solver than V8i. So in this structure, this is the first structure that I have created with some few plates and everything, loads and everything is assigned. Properties has been assigned to it. Like you can see, these are the floors that I have assigned. This is a very small structure. It could be a very bigger structure. It could be multi-stories. It could be a warehouse, bigger warehouse. So when I run this structure in V8i, you will see how much time it took. So when I first run the structure in V8i, it took 13 seconds. Like you can see over here, 13 seconds. And now this is the same structure that I have. So just one moment, like to tell you, I haven't created this structure again in the Connect edition. I have used the same structure in Connect edition. I have just selected open with, and I have selected Connect edition windows, and I have used the same structure in Connect edition window. I haven't created this from the scratch. I have used the same structure in Connect edition. So in this structure, all the properties have been assigned, same loadings have been done, same properties have been assigned. So I will just simply now run this structure. So after doing the analysis of the same structure in the Connect edition, see how fast it is. Only 3 seconds. V8i took wait a second. V8i took 13 seconds, and in Connect edition, it was just solved in 3 seconds. So this is actually 10 times more. And this is just a small structure. It could be a bigger and bigger structure. So this will definitely a very strong, this is definitely a very strong point. And also because of the 64-bit enhancement, that's why it is a very fast solver. Now, this is the second structure. I have tried to make it a bit complicated. Like I have applied a few more plates in the structure, and now I'll be just running the structure, all the analysis, all the properties and everything is assigned to the structure as well. And I'll just see, let's just see how much time this structure will take in V8i. Time will take in V8i. See how slow it is running. And this is just a small structure. I'll not say it's a very complicated, because there are many complicated structure you might be working on. Just to cut short it. See how slow it is, like it is taking so much time, right? Still not completed. So now it's completed. So 68 seconds, almost 1 minute and 8 seconds. Now let's see how much time Connect edition will use. So this is the same structure I have opened in Connect edition. All the properties, loadings, everything is assigned to this structure. Moving on to the analysis part. I've clicked on analysis and assign, run analysis. Oh. And see. Just 6 seconds. And in V8i, the same model took 1 minute 8 seconds. So it is actually a faster solver, just not for saying that it's a faster solver. Okay, so as you can see, results are in front of you. This Connect edition is actually a faster solver and time saving actually. So now moving on to the design results part. First, I'll show you the structure that I have used. This is the structure I have taken as an example. And in the structure, all the loadings have been assigned. All the, if in fact, I have done the earthquake load as well. And let's see what are the differences we will see in the design results. Okay, just like before moving on, just see these are the reactions we are getting in V8i when I run this model in V8i first. So like for the node 1, which is this, I guess, and the maximum load we are getting is 148 kilonewton. Okay, just please remember this. We are getting is 148 kilonewton in V8i. And when I, sorry, the same structure with updated design codes and same properties. Let's see what are the forces we are getting in this Connect edition for the same node number 1. and go to nodes, reactions, and see for now, node 1, we are getting our reaction is 384 kilonewton. It's a very, very big difference. And this is the difference because of the updated seismic design codes in V8i. The latest or the last code available is 1893-2002. But in Connect Edition, latest and updated design code is available, that is 1893-2016. And in codes, there is a lot of change, like whether it's in the width of the columns or in the minimum steel reinforcements. So due to which everything has been changed. And if you design using V8i, your structure is automatically unsafe because results are in just front of you. Like, see, there is a lot of difference in forces reaction, which is the foundation, which will be used for foundation. If your foundation is not right, then your structure is not good and safe enough for the construction. So these are the forces changes that we have observed. And now moving on to the steel reinforcement. If you will see, like this is the V8i, this is a structure that I have used in the V8i version. And if I just show you, like I have just selected a single floor, and I'll be just showing that how much steel is getting in this version and how much steel difference is there in the Connect Edition version. I'll be selecting the first floor. So in V8i, in this beam, we are getting 710, 610, means 6 bars of 10 diameters and 7 bars of 10 diameters. This is the maximum we are getting in V8i in the first beam. So now let's see what other results we are getting in Connect Edition after running this structure. In Connect Edition, we're getting 812, which is 9 centimeters squares. And 710 is, if I'm not wrong, 710 is 6 or something. So the main thing is the differences we are getting, like see 1304 centimeter mm square we are getting, which is 13 centimeter square. In this column, requirement is 13 centimeter square of area, and whereas in V8i, same column required 953 centimeter square. So results are very clear that there's a difference in designs, in process, and in workflow. So Connect Edition is providing us with better results, better steel reinforcement with better design codes, because design codes are updated, which due to which it will definitely give a very impact in our structure. And also like wind loads has been supported in the wind load codes, has also been supported in Connect Edition, which I'll be covering in our next workshop. So I hope that it was a very insightful workshop, and I'm able to clear your all doubts about the Connect Edition and which tool is where and how to find them and how to uh, customize our user interface as per our needs. So moving on to a question and answer session, please write your if there is any questions of yours, you can write it in the question and answer chat box. So the first question is, how can we add tools and where can we find them? So for that, I guess I have already answered your question. Like you can use the customize section toolbar option, and you can customize your window and you can add the tools. And second question is, can we design a beam for over reinforced section in Connect Edition? Yes, we can do that. We just have to assign some properties, and um, and it will do the same. Like in the defined parameters, if we will assign the property, like if we will define the property, then it will design that beam for over reinforcement section. And next question is, can we do steel structure analysis in STAAD.Pro? Yes, you can definitely do the steel structure analysis in STAAD.Pro by just selecting the steel code and defining the steel parameters. So, any other questions? Or you can also like write to me or call me up for any queries related to STAAD.Pro Connect Edition. I'll be happy to help you out. So this is my official number and my mail ID. You can please do reach out to me for any queries or questions. Please, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, so I'll just wait for 2 more minutes, or like if you have any questions, then I'll just answer them. Otherwise, I'll just wind up the session. Okay, so I think I'll just wind up the session. Thank you so much for attending the workshop. I hope this was a very insightful workshop. If you have any queries regarding to STAAD.Pro Connect Edition, do reach out to me, or you can write it to me on the mail ID. So thank you so much for attending the session.